we have studied about the EMF and its measurement in the last class. Today, the next topic we are going to discuss is the types of electrodes. We have many number of electrodes. First, we are going to study about the gas electrodes. Every cell is made up of two half cells and two electrodes. And two electrodes are reversible electrodes. Okay. Now we discuss the gas electrode. In the gas electrode, the first example is hydrogen electrode. What is hydrogen electrode? Hydrogen electrode is nothing but this is the diagram of hydrogen electrode. A hydrogen gas of 1 atmospheric pressure, exactly 1 atmospheric pressure, is bubbled through a solution containing H plus ions, that is hydrochloric acid. Okay. This is actually hydrochloric acid solution, and this is platinum 5. See, this is hydrogen electrode in which the hydrogen gas of exactly 1 atmospheric pressure is bubbled through a solution containing H plus ions, that is hydrochloric acid solution. Since the platinum metal is unattackable by acid, which serves to make an electrical contact. Here, the equilibrium in this cell reaction is represented as that is, the electrode is reversible with respect to H plus ions. That is, when the equilibrium shifts towards right, hydrogen gas oxidizes to give the H plus ions. Therefore, this hydrogen electrode is reversible with respect to H plus ions. Okay, reversible with respect to hydrogen, that is H plus ions, and this electrode can be represented as platinum wire is in contact with hydrogen gas in contact with H plus ions of hydrochloric acid. So here hydrogen gas is bubbled through this electrolyte, therefore it is hydrogen and gas electrode. Okay, see, this equilibrium reaction is, that is this hydrogen electrode is reversible with respect to H plus ions. Okay, this is about the hydrogen electrode, example of gas electrode. Another example for gas electrode is, Second example. Chlorine electrode. Chlorine electrode. In this electrode, instead of hydrogen gas bubbled through the solution, here chlorine gas is bubbled through a solution containing H plus ions. Okay? And the cell reaction is represented as electron to give Cl minus. Here, okay, or is only half Cl2, therefore 1 Cl minus. See, this electrode is reversible with respect to Cl minus ions. Okay, here in the case of hydrogen electrode, hydrogen gets oxidized to H plus ions, but here this is exactly reverse. The chlorine gas undergoes reduction. It takes up electrons and reduces to Cl minus. So therefore, this electrode, in this electrode, chlorine gas gaining electron and converted into Cl minus, and therefore this electrode is reversible with respect to Cl minus ions. Reversible with respect to Cl minus ions, that is chlorine electrode. The next type of electrode is third type. Third type of gas electrode is oxygen electrode. Okay, this is oxygen electrode. In the oxygen electrode, oxygen gas is bubbled through a solution containing OH minus ions. Okay, that is, in the case of oxygen electrode, oxygen gas is bubbled through a solution containing OH minus ions, and the reaction is here the oxygen gas gains electrons and converted into, reduces to OH minus, and this electrode is reversible. Oxygen electrode is reversible with respect to OH minus ions. Okay, that is the equilibrium. When it shifts towards right, it undergoes reduction. Okay, when it shifts towards left, it undergoes oxidation. Okay, so this electrode, oxygen electrode, is reversible with respect to OH minus ions, but this reversible manner cannot be established. This equilibrium cannot be established quickly. Therefore, usually this type of oxygen electrode is not used. Next we are going to study the second type of electrode is metal ion electrode. In this type of electrode, a metal is in contact with a solution containing its own ions. For example, a zinc rod dipped in zinc sulfate solution or a copper rod dipped in copper sulfate solution. So any metal, when it is in contact with a solution containing its own ions, the potential will be developed. For example, a metal is in equilibrium with m n plus n electrons, or we can say if it is m plus electron. Say this electrode may involve reduction or oxidation, depends upon the type of electrodes. If the equilibrium shift towards right, okay, or if an electrode behaves like a negative electrode where oxidation occurs, that is liberation of electron occurs. If this electrode behaves as negative electrode, then the equilibrium will shift towards right. That means a metal oxidizes to metal ion with the liberation of electrons. If the same electrode behaves like a positive electrode, or where reduction occurs, or where gaining or picking up of electron occurs, this equilibrium will shift towards left. That means the metal ions picks up or gains up electrons, reduces to metal. So therefore, this electrode is reversible with respect to m plus ions. This electrode is reversible with respect to m plus ions. We can write this equation for any type of electrode generally, that is m oxidizes to mn plus n electron. Here what is this n? N is the valency of the metal. Okay, if any metal is having valency 2, then it will liberate 2 electrons. If it has 3, then it will liberate 3. For example, if it is zinc 2 plus 2 electron. If it is aluminium, it will be Al3 plus 3 electron. If it is silver, then Ag gives Ag plus electron. Then Ag plus means silver has 1 electron. So therefore, N is nothing but valency of the metal. Okay, N is valency of metal. So therefore, depending upon the valency of the metal, the number of electrons are oxidized or number of electrons are gained or liberated. Okay, so therefore metal ion electrode is reversible with respect to metal ions, that is m plus ions. Okay, the third type we are going to study, very important one, is third type, metal salt electrode. The best example for this type of electrode is calomel electrode. Listen, in this type of electrode, a metal is in contact with a salt of its sparingly soluble salt, which is covered with a saturated solution having the same anion. For example, we are using the calomel electrode. In the case of calomel electrode, solid mercury is covered with a paste of mercurous chloride and a solution of potassium chloride is used. That is, the electrode is represented as mercury is covered with its sparingly soluble salt mercurous chloride, okay, which is in contact with potassium chloride solution. Okay, this potassium chloride solution is saturated. Now I am drawing the diagram. Of calomel electrode. Here, mercury is used of high purity. Okay, this is mercury, and which is covered with paste of mercurous chloride and which is covered with a saturated solution of potassium chloride. Okay, a saturated solution of potassium chloride. Okay. This is platinum wire, and we are using a jet tube here. To connect with other electrodes. Here there is a side tube to add saturated potassium chloride solution. This is saturated potassium chloride solution. See, this is a calomel electrode in which a high degree purity of mercury is placed at the bottom. It is covered with a paste of mercurous chloride, which is in contact with a saturated solution of potassium chloride because it has common anion, that is Cl minus. And there is a jet tube. This is to connect with the other cells, and an unattackable metal, platinum, is used to make an electrical contact. Okay? We are using the platinum electrode. Here it is a platinum wire. Here it is a side tube to add the saturated potassium chloride solution. This is the diagram of calomel electrode. Okay, it can be neatly set up in the laboratory. Now, we are going to study how, that is, what is the cell reaction taking place. See, if the electrode involves oxidation, what happens? It would liberate electrons and send Hg2 2 plus ions. Okay? In the case of electrode reaction, it would liberate electron and send the Hg2 2 plus ions. Okay, from the mercurous chloride. And these Hg2 2 plus ions combines with Cl minus ions of potassium chloride. Okay? Forming sparingly soluble salt Hg2Cl2. So therefore what happens? There will be fall in the concentration of Cl minus ions occurs. See, the Hg2 2 plus ions picks up, that is, by liberating the two electrons, Hg2 2 plus ions are formed, and if it takes up the Cl, it will combine with Cl minus ions to form a sparingly soluble salt. Automatically there will be a fall of concentration of potassium chloride occurs, and this reaction is, see, first mercury oxidizes to give Hg2 plus 2 electrons. Okay, plus 2 electrons. Then this Hg2 2 plus, okay, this Hg2 2 plus combines with Cl minus ions of potassium chloride to give mercurous chloride salt. Okay, therefore the total oxidation reaction, I can write it as these two gets cancelled. Then so this is the oxidation occurs. Or if this electrode involves reduction, okay, if this electrode involves reduction, what happens? The Hg2 plus ions furnished by sparingly soluble salt will gain up this 2 electron, okay, and forms forms mercurous chloride solution. Okay, in the case of reduction, the Hg2 2 plus ions furnished by the sparingly soluble salt would be discharged at the electrode. Okay, hence more and more of calomel pass into the solution. This result will increase in the concentration of Cl minus. What happens? This Hg2 2 plus ions will gain 2 electron, forming the mercurous chloride salt, and automatically what happens? The concentration of Cl minus ions increases. Now the reduction reaction, I can write it as mercurous chloride salt, okay, ionizes to give Hg2 2 plus 2 Cl minus, and this Hg2 2 plus will take up these 2 electrons and converted into mercury. Okay, I converted into mercury liquid. So here what happens? The concentration of Cl minus ions increases. So therefore, calomel electrode is reversible with respect to Cl minus ions. Remember, this electrode, calomel electrode is reversible with respect to Cl minus ions, and we can write the total cell reaction. The total cell reaction can be written as to give this is the total cell reaction of calomel electrode. That is 2 electrons. This is 2 electrons. Okay. This is about the metal salt electrode. The last one we are going to study is fourth one, redox electrode. Usually, in the electrode, either oxidation occurs or reduction occurs. But in the case of redox electrode, both oxidation and reduction occur simultaneously. Such type of electrodes are called a redox electrode. This type of electrode is nothing but a platinum wire inserted in a solution containing metal ions in 2 different oxidation states. For example, when a platinum wire is inserted in a solution containing ferrous and ferric ions, that is Fe2 plus and Fe3 plus ions, the potential developed on that electrode is called redox electrode. This potential is developed is due to reduction of Fe2 plus, that is Fe3 plus is reduces to Fe2 plus. Okay. Similarly, when a solution, when a platinum ion is inserted in a solution containing tin 4 plus and tin 2 plus ions, that is, if I insert a solution containing Fe2 plus and Fe3 plus ions, or tin 2 plus, tin 4 plus ions, or cerium 3 plus, okay, cerium 2 plus and cerium 3 plus. When a platinum ion is inserted in any one of the solution which contains two different types of ions in two different oxidation states, the potential developed is called the redox electrode or oxidation reduction electrode. This potential developed is due to oxidation or changes of metal ion from one oxidation state to the what is called as stable oxidation state. When a metal ion oxidizes to the stable oxidation state, the potential developed on the electrode is called redox electrode. Okay. See, for example, the electrode reaction. It is actually the potential of the electrode arises from the tendency of the ions in one of the oxidation state changes into the other more stable oxidation state. Now I can write the electrode reaction. For example, Fe2 plus takes up one electron, oxidizes to Fe3 plus. Similarly, tin 2 plus will takes up two electrons, oxidizes to stable oxidation state tin 4 plus. Okay, all these are Fe2 plus gives Fe3 plus. Fe2 plus gives oxidizes to Fe3 plus with the liberation of electron. Similarly, tin 2 plus gives tin 4 plus with the liberation of the electrons. Cerium 2 plus, okay, or cerium 2 plus gives cerium 3 plus with the liberation of electrons. Here, or in general, I can write Z1 plus gives Z2 plus N electron. Okay, N electron. What is Z1, Z2? Valency or the oxidation state of the metal. Okay, and automatically Z2 minus Z1 is nothing but equal to N, depending upon the oxidation state of the metal. That is, ferrous oxidizes to stable ferric oxidized state. Similarly, stannous to stannic, okay, cerium to cerium 3 plus. So, when one metal is changes into the stable oxidation state, therefore the potential arises at the electrode is called redox electrode. Okay. So today we have studied the different types of electrodes. We have studied gas electrode. In the gas electrode we have studied three different types of gas electrodes: hydrogen gas electrode, oxygen gas electrode, chlorine gas electrodes. And the second type we have studied metal salt electrode. The best example is caramel electrode, and the third type we have studied metal ion electrode, and the last one is redox electrode. Okay, the next topic we will study in the next class.